Greetings everyone, and Grid here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. Spawn north side as the orange star Rachel got Majician200 or 2000. Sorry, I thought there was a I didn't see this as a 0. So on the south side is the what's this, Cobalt? No, Azure Asteroid Kindle got ST. A sort of interesting aspect when it comes to this matchup, since Rachel does have +1 repair. Kindle's Urban Blight will be fully repaired, but also consumes more funding inadvertently. So it's hard to say whether or not that's a good or bad thing. Urban Blight will definitely drain more funds, but Rachel's army will of course be repaired up better after being hit by it. Do you like this map? Do not have a mech there. Able to strike this tank next turn. Artillery there. And the mech goes on the mountainside. It's going to barrage it with the artillery first and finish off the mech. Strike there. And does finish off that tank there. And this mech here will have vision at the tank, though we do have double recon up north. We'll spot the recon in the infantry. How damning. This is a 2-base map, so with the airport there, it's more likely a good chunk of battlecopters. Kindle does have a battlecopter now in the field, which does benefit from her urbanized terrain attack. It just simply lands on top of the roads of the city and fires from there. I was not paying attention to that. Rachel managed to squeeze out a Neo tank with 13,000 income on turn 8. I was not paying close enough attention to see her store funds like that. That is a Neo tank. Oh, before turn 10, and this is not high funds. She is trying to make a power play, that's for sure. The recons do spot each other. This tank is also spotted by the recon, or by this infantry unit there, I should say. New tank opens up the APC. So Rachel managed to break all the pipes incredibly early. Even players usually take time to open that thing up. But now it gets a free APC and immediately gonna boost some mechs. Very nice. Problems with battlecopter is a bit of an issue there. She does not have a proper counter to battlecopters. She does have a tank battlecopter of her own in the field, but it's on the far side of the map. This base, one of these bases, need to deploy out ATR. Neo tank charges way forward. Recon hits infantry in there. Just if the Neo tank's on the field, gotta use it. Going to receive a shot there from Neo tank or from the battlecopter will be cost effective. ATR then mech there, so going to keep the ATR going to rotate this side and keep the mech there to inside the APC for a bit of a boost. Strikes the recon and hits the mech there as well. Artillery in good position, out of vision range looks like. In Neo tanks going into the range of that. Ooh. Neo tank on city. Yep. Artillery in range, battlecopters in range. This Neo tank's probably dead next turn. I can already see it. Urban Blight's going to wound the Neo tank, which is definitely worth it. And use the battlecopter, the artillery to wound it even further, and then the battlecopters charge its way forward and finish it off. Does get it surrounded partially. And then when that Neo tank gets removed, get a booster strike from the city onto something nearby. Yep, goes for Urban Blight. I wonder. Yeah, it's probably best to pop the Urban Blight. If the player did take time to do some mathematical calculations, could have been a good idea to get the artillery strike into the Neo tank to get some power charge first. But maybe they wouldn't get it killed off there. Guess we'll find out soon enough. These artillery strike there. We got a lucky last available. I don't think I have. It's probably really hard to get used to that power there. And no boosted strike there to finalize. I think could have had the infantry unit strike there, but at least in this case, not putting the tank there to get a boost strike in the neck is a good thing for Kindle because it would be knocked out by an artillery piece. So it's good she didn't do a boost strike there. If the infantry unit would have moved on there and got a boost strike in the neck, that would have been perfectly fine as well. Also did strike the black boat there. Covering fire is soon be available. Give me a moment to pull up the Bo's exact terms for Rachel. Covering fire in this order: first hit foot soldier HP, then value, then unit HP. I always have to remind myself. So foot soldier gets hit first, which means a bit of extra splash there. Wait, no, that's wrong. I'm looking at the wrong side. So Kindle has to be careful around the covering fire. This map is quite small, so covering fire is particularly nasty in smaller maps, in my opinion. So foot soldier HP would be... I wonder if it counts mech as more value or not. That's part I'm not sure about. But either way, we've got a group of 2 infantry units there and 2 infantry units here. Could try pulling up 3 infantry units off the corner to draw that missile. And they also count as unit HP as well. There are some plays and counterplays, to say the least. Covering fire is available. Does take out the mech and the battlecopter there. Value and HP are likely strike right here. I'm thinking it's going to double tap this formation here with the value and actually, yeah, it's going to double tap right here for value and HP. It's also going to drop a missile on this one here to hit triple infantry. Then again, does the missile have to strike a unit directly like Sturm's meteor, or is it like bomb bullets we're going to hit empty ground? Can't remember. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Anti-air gets a strike there. Kindle or Rachel can influence where the missiles drop by eliminating stuff on the field. So taking out these outlying units there will direct missiles to less planned spots, maybe. It is good she's actually doing this first. Okay, looks like this infantry unit did get tapped. Let's just go back a little bit. Okay, looks like this infantry unit got tapped twice. This battle couple got tapped once, so this may have been value here. And looks like this 5 health one here got hit as well. Or was that already a 5 health? So this infantry at least got hit twice, at least. And that's all I can really see at the moment. Rachel ends turn 78. Kindle has 72 with her day-to-day. She's still ahead. Oh yeah, definitely looks like got hit here twice. The 5 health one did go down. And then, let's see. So one struck here. No. I think, yeah, it looks like I have to target a unit directly. I think? Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks like 2 missiles land around here. Hit all those forces, and I think and the third one land around here. So this may have been value, this may have been infantry, and HP. Either way, this flank has got hit really hard. Both sides has a comm tower. Kindle has 10 capture progress there, but likely will not fully capture it. And does just withdraw the region immediately. Tank anti-air. And sort of 87 versus 74, so Kindle still has the advantage. Recon, and battlecopter. Kindle does have decent number of anti-airs on the left flank. After all, that's where the battle airport is, so anti-airs this direction first is a good idea. Urban Blight is available, but should be deployed in the field this turn. I don't see it being useful this turn. And since the map is smaller, which means lower income, High Society is less useful, though she does have a decent income advantage. 20,000 versus 16,000. Recon, battlecopter as well. Oops, that was the wrong button. Trying to flip this property. Another mech, infantry, and battlecopter. So it looks like Kindle has about 1 turn advantage, but it's only slight, appears to be. Get a booster strike there, knocks out at infantry in 1 hit, but in range of the artillery and mech, so that appears to be not a good play. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Yep, and that tank gets double tapped there. Now the mech can receive a boost strike from this infantry there, at least. But still, not a good trade for Kindle. Even if she does take the mech out next turn. Does take out the mech there. And if she does spot the mech there, she can get a nice boost strike with the artillery. And for Urban Blight, it will likely be a one-shot, since with Urban Blight, with the Calm Tower and data and have activating power, superpower will be in total plus 100% damage. Does pop the Urban Blight there? I'm sort of curious. And here, strike that. How does she have vision of that forest? Not sure if she has vision of that forest. Does get a good strike there. Pops Urban Blight, which will not delay this capture, make it easier to stop, but does delay this capture. Resupply that infantry in there. And the fact that she rolled maybe a little bit low there, actually. Take a quick look at that. Because look at this here. Let's see, damage calculator. I'm having trouble clicking on this. You can see here, not necessarily low, couldn't one-shot it. If she did one-shot, then she got a nice boost strike in return, a follow-up, but not the case. Does strike the mech there, one-shotting it, thanks to the boosted damage. It's right now plus 100% damage. Takes the mech there. Artillery gets ranged by the tank. Battlecopter gets ranged by the tank. Meteor gets struck. Battlecopter, infantry, anti-air. We do now have another carbon fire available. Value should likely... oh, yep, looks like value and HP struck there. And infantry... probably struck right here, if I hazard a guess. I don't know where infantry even struck. Actually, no. Value was here. Not sure. 7 health, yeah. So probably 1 did strike here. These guys are all probably wounded, and looks like 2 struck there. So infantry may have struck here as those HP, and I think value struck there. Yep, looks like 1 did strike there. Good shot there. Get some good power charge. Booster strike there for severe damage. And it does take time to resupply that battlecopter. Recon takes the mech. And a bit of damage on the recon. And the recon does not get knocked out. Does take the artillery there. Good strike there. Put some rounds to the battlecopter. Infantry, artillery, and battlecopter. And it's from 92. Rachel has right now 63. And Urban Blight, of course, will wound her quite a bit. Not wound, Urban Blight. And my mind's a little bit melted right now. Does get a good strike there. Does not take out that 1 health infantry unit. It's probably close to 1% right now. Anti-air tank. And does get that infantry unit there. Tank gets a good follow-up shot, and trying to flip a property. Kindle still has 20,000 income versus 16, which is quite important. Rachel instant 77 versus 79, so Kindle has about 1 turn advantage, and of course it's his turn, her turn. Nice boosted strike there. Hits the interior while at it. Urban Blight pop there, which could have got even more boost damage, but either way, a lot of stuff got blighted there. Strikes the mech there. Could have passed, got a boost strike there from the city, but Blood didn't have vision of the city, so didn't want to risk it. Wanted to go for the assured shot rather than the boosted shot. Last thing you want to do is get trapped for no value in return. Tank, infantry, battlecopter. Mech has a strike there on the tank. Lots of good strikes there. Needs ATs to help engage these battlecopters. But still have to be careful about this single tank, but she does have 2 in reserve, as well as the mech, which is in open ground. Lucky Last could be deployed on the field, which I honestly forget what Lucky Last precisely does. Increases like luck damage by 20 or 25%. I can't remember actually. It's really not great. Let me just quick look. Lucky Last, okay, increases luck to 0 to 39, so plus 30% luck rating. Which is okay, but unreliable, like all luck things. Mech battlecopter. Good strike there, anti-air or recon. Artillery does strike the pipe seam. Battlecopter, tank, and recon. Does take out that battlecopter there and there. Tank strikes anti-air. Covering fire could be squeezed out this turn? Maybe not. Does interrupt the capture there. She also is making good progress this capture, which could be interrupted. This capture progress also has 1 remaining, so that has to be stopped this turn. Urban Blight, so now that infantry unit there is down to 1%. So not even a breeze or a sneeze cleared out. Great boosted shot there. Another boosted shot there, able to one-shot 2 tanks, is very massive. And stops that capture there, knows that's going to be flipped. Does have a turn to spare, and doesn't have to worry about that either way. Tank, battlecopter, infantry. Kindle right now has 19,000 income versus 17. And Rachel has 12,000 in the bank, so she's severely behind, not to mention 124 versus 48. It looks like it's game over for Rachel, honestly. Sacks the mech there. Anti-air. Covering fire deployed in the field. I have no idea where it landed. Looks like maybe some good strikes there on the tanks, but we're going to have to... Ooh, looks like some of these units got tapped. I think it... Yeah, at least 2 right there. 2 right there and 1 right there. She's at right now 92,000 versus 56. She still has a commanding lead. Destroys the pipes, to let loose the her opponent's tank. Or at least what's left of it. Mech, medium tank. Tank, infantry, battlecopter. Both sides have a healthy number of battlecopters. And here's the problem with that last move there. Now there's a anti-air next to a urbanized terrain. Decided to destroy it the good old-fashioned way, then rather than a one-shot. Goes on 3 defense stars, so probably just trying to maintain a good position so it doesn't get retaliated upon. But even then, if tank pushes forward and goes on the same missile platform to get a shot there, then it just simply go on top of the missile or the comm tower and absolutely nuke it. Which may seem weird, but could also be a form of what's the term? Elastic defense. Means you allow your opponent to go to a tile that you want them to be, so you can really smash them hard. Usually it's a good way for using artillery, but Kindle has her own methods. And like I said, a battlecopter will get on top of that comm tower and get a one-shot out on the battlecopter or that tank there. Medium tank can maybe range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Medium tank can get on top of that road there. But either way, Rachel has resigned. This Android saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.